NAMM 2020, we're at the IKEA Multimedia booth, and they got a new interface here, the Solo version. So what is it?
Yeah, so this is AXE Solo. This is a more compact version of our AXE audio interface. It's a premium audio interface that's designed with some really great features specifically for guitar players.
Okay, and so how many inputs and outputs has it?
Yeah, it's 2 inputs, 3 outputs. Okay. You have a guitar input on the front and a mic preamp on the back. And then on the back for outputs, you have 2 balanced outputs. And then you also have our high-Z amp out here on the front, which lets you do a lot of really cool things.
Main features of this?
Sure, there are 2 really cool features that we want to make sure everyone is aware of. The first is on the instrument input here, you have a lot of great tone shaping options. There's an active passive pickup switch. The passive is if you're using a guitar with your typical passive pickups. With active pickups, you have a much hotter signal. So this actually bypasses the gain stages that you don't need to keep your signal really clean and pure and quiet. There's a JFET and bold channel, JFET and pure channel. Pure is completely uncolored. JFET adds a little bit of mid-range and warmth. And then this Z-tone knob here, this is actually a variable input impedance. And what that does is it changes the load on your pickups, and that changes the sound and the feel of your instrument. So it goes from 1 mega ohm, which is a very precise, sharp, tight tone, and then as you increase the load, it's going to sort of loosen the feel of your pickups. You're going to get a bolder sound, a little bit less high end, a little bit more middle and bottom end. So it lets you dial in the feel that you're used to, or get a wider range of tones from your instrument. And then the second really cool feature here, like I mentioned before, this is an amp out. So this makes it really easy to integrate AXE with your existing guitar gear. So in the studio, what you would do is you would plug in here, you're going to mirror the input in real time to this amp out with no latency, and now you're recording a clean track while you also can go out to your amplifier, you mic that up like you normally would, and you record that in the back. And what that means is that you can record with your actual guitar tone, but you keep a clean signal, and you can then go back and reamp. So you can change the settings, you can change the mic placement, you can alter anything about your guitar tone without having to do take after take after take.
Exactly. So this device is in between to record, but you still can use your current amp and tweak everything on there, right?
Right. The idea is that this lets you basically use your guitar gear with all the freedom that you would get from a plugin like Amplitude.
And with this device as well, like you have way more features to tune it to your personal taste in a recording instead of only plug it in, change the input level, the gain level, that's it. But this gives way more customizable options, right?
Exactly. That's exactly what we're trying to do.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.